The Legend of Korra is a critically acclaimed animated TV series and successor to the world-renowned Avatar: The Last Airbender. The series has also been celebrated for the quality of its writing and production values, and has been nominated for and won awards such as the Annie Awards, a Daytime Emmy Award, and a Gracie Award. The series addresses socio-political issues such as social unrest and terrorism, and was praised for going well beyond the established boundaries of youth entertainment with respect to issues of race, gender, sexual orientation, and mental health.
And there's also so many hot dads in it. Oh my god. That's right, this video is about dads. And that's why I'm dressed like your dad at a barbecue. That's definitely not just because I was already wearing this oversized vest, because I'm a layabout. And this beer is definitely set dressing. It's not just an excuse for me to have a beer. I'm gonna outline this now. I'm not certain all these men have children, but what they do have is daddy. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. You know what I mean. If you're here watching a gay man talk about hot older men, you know what I mean by that. I'm gonna be telling you what I think of them and scoring them based on a 3H system. Patent pending. Hotness. Obviously, self-explanatory. You know, how hot they are, how attractive they are, how like conventionally attractive they are, how hot they are, you know, how hot they are. Hot dads. Homemaker. How happy will this man make me? How valuable will this relationship be? Will they build a good home with me? Will they nourish me? Will they care for me? Are they going to be a good life partner? Okay? Is this dad going to be a good boyfriend? And the last one, power level. Can this dad kick ass? Could he kick my ass? Could he kick your ass? Could he kick the ass of all the other dads in this list? How powerful is he? Obviously, if you know this series, it's about people who can bend the elements, and some of them are much better at it than other people, and they're always getting in fights, all of them, all the time. So if I'm going to be betrothed to one of them, I need someone who can knock someone out. Someone with a big power level. How powerful is their bending, basically? That's kind of the deal here. And that scoring system has helped me put these dads into a numbered list. Thank you, Jenny Nicholson. An internet-friendly numbered list of dads from The Legend of Korra who I will be ranking in hotness and deciding which one will be my boyfriend. Now, I'm only ranking the dads from Legend of Korra because that's the one I'm rewatching at the moment. Listen, I know there are hot older dudes. Older, I'm nearly 30, so I'm pretty sure they're all older than 30. But in the original series, The Legend of Aang or The Last Airbender, whatever, yeah. Special shout out for like Combustion Man, Avatar Kuruk. But I'm watching Korra, so that's what's fresh in my memory. Fresh meat. Fresh dad meat. But before we kick off, let's get the YouTube guff out of the way. I'm a small channel. Any interaction you can give me really helps with my growth and the future of the channel. If you give me a little double like and comment, like a little double whammy, that YouTube really loves that because they can see that you really like my video and that you think the rest of the world deserves to be subjected to this. If you can't think of anything to comment, leave me a little beer emoji. This video is not sponsored by Budweiser, by the way. If you fancy sponsoring me, Budweiser, I'll DM me, I'll give you my analytics. And I've also got a £1 Patreon if you fancy supporting what I do. Details for that will be in the description. But yeah, like and comment. If you can't think what to comment, leave me a beer emoji, £1 Patreon. Yeah, let's get to the dads. Let's get to the world of Avatar's next top deal. In at number 5, we have Aang. Now listen, in the original series, when he was a kid, yes, he was very good. He was very cool. We like him. Great growth, great character, brilliant character, legendary character. But as an adult, in this series, a bit of a chump, right? Kind of chump energy, right? He's an absent father. Like, if this series were a deck of cards, he'd be the chump card of the deck. That's clever. You can have that though, open source comedy that is. I wasn't impressed with the fact that like he put all of his time and energy into basically only his airbending kid and spent all of his time away doing like worldly duties, okay? Spent all his time away traveling the world, like rebuilding the air nomads. Absent father, absent husband, absent father. That's not the daddy energy I want, okay? That's not the boyfriend I want. Like, he's handsome, right? Like, wow, he's handsome. And he's clearly kept some of that goofy energy, right? And I think that like goofy guys are really attractive because, you know, they don't take themselves too seriously. Someone that can really poke fun at themselves, someone that can have a laugh. Love me a goof. That's probably why I like David Harbour so much, right? who is another much older man. Shut that door. No daddy issues today. Look at me as if I'm not putting enough of them on show already in this video. What do we think about the chin strap? What do we think of the chin strap? But a tall, good-looking celebrity, the most famous person in this fictional world, right? With that chin strap, what do we think of that? I can hear the clacking of keys already of the White Lotus writing out cease and desist emails for me saying that Aang is a chump with no evidence. But like, credit where credit is due, okay? I know that this is a human difficult character flaw. I get that, right? Like, he's the only person he's the sole remaining member of an entire culture, and obviously he has the responsibility, which must be huge to sit on his shoulders, of reviving that culture. We're not exactly doing nuanced character dives today. Look at me, I'm talking about which fictional dads are hot, okay? This character assassination is purely aesthetic. Anyway, hotness, 5 out of 10. Vibes are very important for me in terms of how hot I find people. And adult Aang, don't like his vibes. Don't like absent father, absent father, don't like absent father, absent husband vibes, okay? Although, apparently, like, he was very supportive at the drop of a hat of his daughter Kaya being a lesbian. That's very cool. That's very good vibes. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I kind of take back what I said about him being a chump. Like 50% of what I said. Homemaker. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Like I said, he wasn't there for his wife or kids. He was always swanning about doing stuff. Like, if the stuff's important, fine, go do it. But like, I want a different boyfriend. Power level? Yeah. He's the Avatar. So like 10 out of 10, I guess. He's got the Avatar state, he's got energy bending, he's got the lot, he's got the full suite. So I guess he could probably kick anyone else's ass on this list, okay? If I wanted a protector, yeah, I'd go with that. But, you know, but still. He's number 5. Number 4, Tenzin. Now, my inclusion of Tenzin may surprise some people, okay? Because I know he's not exactly played as like a hottie, right? Like, he's not hot to trot, but Tenzin, man. He's kind of like stern with a soft side, and that's very attractive to me. Like, you know, in the episode where they're trying to recruit airbenders and they put on a little show and Tenzin is like shirtless, like, Tenzin, didn't know you had it in ya. It's like finding out your nerdiest friend is like secretly the most jacked. He's got the body, okay? He's doing his push-ups in that air temple. Yeah, he's on a vegan diet, but he's maintaining mass. He just gives me the vibe that you could talk to him a lot, right? Like, he's wise. Even if you just go out for a little, I don't know, carrot juice. I don't think they drink alcohol in the Air Nomads. Whatever, but you know, if you were just going for a tea, he would have a lot to share with you, you know? Also, this guy can fight. He can fight, okay? Like, that fight he has with Zahir, so sick. And he runs rings around him. He's a good fighter. Like, he only starts to get stomped once the rest of the Red Lotus turns up. And Pali is there doing her cool... Yeah, he plays it like he's a kind of like headmastery softy type, but he can fight. He can fight, and he's handsome. I'm not going to concede on that. That is a handsome fella. Pemma's doing very well for herself. Clink. And he's got 4 kids already, so, you know, it works. Hotness. Look. He's hot, right? He's well above average. But I've just lined up a lot of studs in this list, okay? Like, I don't know if he competes. I don't know if he's like competitive in this list, okay? Like, yeah, he's hot. He's hotter than average. Good on him. But it's going to be a 7 out of 10, I think. Homemaker. I mean, we literally see him being a great husband and a great dad like all the time. So he's easily getting an 8 out of 10 on that one. Apart from maybe, what was it? He had a little bit of thing where he got jealous of Janora, being a little bit of a baby about it. Because he wasn't as spiritual as her. Ooh, but 8 out of 10, right? He knew his mistake. Power level. Honestly, I think Tenzin could go toe-to-toe with anyone on this list, okay? I think that has been proven in the show. He's a capable fighter. Zahir, he had on the back foot every single fight they were in. He hasn't really had many fights against the other characters in this list. But, you know, yeah. I'm giving him 9 out of 10. Like, yeah, his dad could probably stomp him, right? He's the Avatar, it's kind of a cheat code. Tenzin is a very capable fighter. He could look after you. 3, Zahir. Listen, he's a bad man. He's an awful man, okay? He's a bad man. We like a bad boy, don't we? I don't condone any of his actions. I don't condone the, like, regicide, okay? Regicide. Oh my god, that's where the Reggie Pokemon get their name from, isn't it? Regirock, Reggie Ice, Registeel. Wow. Like, king of that element, right? Makes Regigigas kind of like overkill of a name, doesn't it? When you think about it. Anyway, Zahir. He's hot. He's a fictional adult man. Yeah, he's bad. He's evil, right? But he's a fictional adult man. So I feel like it's a safe zone to say that, like, he's hot. Without it seeming like I'm condoning regicide. Do you know what I mean? I like a guy who's direct. I like a guy who knows what he's about. I like a guy who's in control of the situation. And Zahir is definitely all those things, okay? He's hotter when he had the hair and beard, in my opinion, to be honest. But he's really representing for guys with shaved heads and eyebrow cuts. But if it was him, I would have gone for shaved hair, eyebrow cut, and kept the beard, right? Hotness, 8 out of 10. He's a hottie, guys. Easily 8 out of 10. But bad boys are normally bad because they're trying to cover up for something, right? I think he's very insecure and kind of desperate, right? Like, he wants the chaos. He needs the chaos. He wants to kill the Avatar. Homemaker, look. He's already released all his earthly tethers so that he could enter the void and become wind. I don't think I'm going to be able to pin him down. He ain't going to stick around with me, look. But he was very loyal to his enormous, gorgeous Amazonian exploding girlfriend before, you know, what happened. So clearly he's got it in him. So it's not like 0, but 2. Power level. He's very clearly very powerful, right? But the thing is, if you look at any fight that Zahir is in, right, he's always on the back foot. He's running away. He's never really in control of the fight. Not that it seems so anyway. I mean, if he is, it's because he's running away, right? He's leading the fight because he's not engaging ever. But yeah, against Kaya, against Korra, against Tenzin, against Tomrak, like, he's always kind of on the back foot, right? I mean, you only got Korra because he, like, poisoned her. Only got Tenzin because police stepped in, which is common theme, it appears, because that was the same with Tomrak, right? Only beat Tomrak because police stepped in. Weak. Having to poison Korra, always having Pali help him out, weak energy. I'll give him a 5 out of 10. He's clearly a very dangerous man, okay? But we never really see any evidence of him being, like, stronger than everyone else, okay? His advantage appears to be in his cleverness. And that's not what power level is about, okay? 5 out of 10. Ghazan. Hello. Ghazan, okay, he's just, that design. First shot we see of him is doing pull-ups in his jail cell, right? Like, his jail cell out in the middle of the ocean. And he's covered in tattoos. He's got that long hair, that beard. Ooh, like, at that point, I'm already sold. But then we spend more time with him and he's handsome. And he's kind of like, as evil guys go, like, friendly. When he's chatty in the back of the car with Bolin and Mako, like, I like that. Hey, Ghazan. Hey, Ghazan. And also, you find out he's the first ever, like, lava bending character, right? Like, I know we saw, like, off screen some silly avatar do it or something, but, like, even in that shot, I think, doesn't it just burst out the ground? It looks more like that avatar was doing something with the earth, but whatever. Anyway, he's a lava bender. That's very hot. And, like, pun unrelated, pun unintended. Good pun, not relevant. But, like, aesthetically, lava, it's very sexy. Lava is inherently a sexy concept to me. And when the Red Lotus gang kidnaps Korra from Zaofu and they're making away with her, right? Got Korra over his shoulder. Me next. Ghazan, you gotta carry me. Oh, Ghazan, you gotta carry me. You need to take me out of Zaofu. Fuck me, that's a good fucking scene, isn't it? Like, probably one of my favourite scenes from the whole series, when, like, all the metal benders are gathering around them to try and get Korra back, and they're about to escape up through the ceiling light. Like, it's just all so cool. Like, the tension then when I was watching for the very first time. I remember me and Ben were watching together, like, holding hands, like, don't take Korra. It was very, very good. If you haven't watched the series yet, please watch Legend of Korra. It's so good. Anyway, Ghazan can make a fucking moat of lava. You're telling me he can make a moat of lava? If I lived with him, if he was my boyfriend, in my house I could have a moat of lava. That's very sexy. But okay, I guess it would be cool at first. And then, you know, when I realise I can't lava bend and I just need to go to the shops or something, or pick up the pizza from the Uber Eats guy, I'm fucked. Plants wouldn't do well. Okay, ranking. Hotness, 9 out of 10. Lava's hot. He's hot. Look at him. What on earth? Bender. Homemaker, 7 out of 10. I mean, I know we don't spend a whole lot of time with him in this regard, but he's kind of blushy when they think that he's with Pali. He seems like maybe he's soft under there. Seems like a cuddler to me, right? I want to cuddle him. Maybe he isn't the cuddles on the sofa type, actually. I don't know. I mean, he's Like a murderer and a criminal, right? Well, we don't know he's a murderer. He's probably a murderer. Power level? 7 out of 10. His powers are very cool, right? And he goes toe-to-toe with a lot of other benders, but also most of that just seems to be like, ha, now there's lava everywhere, you're f***ed. And everyone's like, yeah, we are, because we can't do anything with lava. He doesn't give off that he's like super powerful if it was like toe-to-toe, one-on-one with other benders in the series, right? And now, the winner, coming in at number 1 in my dad video about dads with dad costuming, drinking dad beer in a dad cap, the King Dilf of Korra. Oh yeah, he's literally the Dilf of Korra. It's Tomrak. Number 1, Tomrak. He's so large, he's so broad, he's so fatherly, he's so muscular. When he gets his tartars out in the fight scene in the streets of the Water Tribe, iconic. Iconic look. Killing it, Tomrak. He's just always looking so tall and broad and stern, but then not stern in a way where he's like strict, but stern in a way where he's always kind of got like a warm smile, right? Like he's fatherly, and that's very sexy. And he's like, ends up being leader of the Southern Water Tribe, right? So like he's metaphorically king, and also quite literally like kind of a king, right? He's large and he's in charge. And that's very good. I am ready to be his queen? Is it co-king, or would I be the queen? Has there ever been like a same-sex monarch coupling? How does it work? Are you the kings, or would you still be the queen? I bet they'd cop out and you'd be a prince, right? I bet that's what would happen. Same as like when you're a queen, you don't have a king, you have a prince, right? Cop out. Hotness, 10 out of 10. Look at him. I want to braid his hair and talk about my feelings with him. And then maybe he'll tell me about his feelings, because having his hair braided has got him into a false sense of security and he feels emotionally vulnerable at this tenderness. You know, maybe. 10 out of 10 homemaker. Also, like, he's the Avatar's dad. We consistently see him being like a good dad with a good relationship with his daughter. Like, he's a nice dad. He's a protective dad. He's a powerful dad. Which brings us to power level. When he fights Zahir, right, he has him on the back foot a lot, okay? But then, as is a common theme, apparently, Zahir gets bailed out by his enormous GF. That's when they're trying to break Pali out and they're having a fight scene in the snow and stuff. Very, very sick scene. And I think that, like, Tomrak is literally just about to kick the shit out of Zahir, and then Pali is like, oh, I love that. It's almost as aesthetically pleasing as the seismic charges from Star Wars Episode 2. And recently The Mandalorian. When that thing fell out the back of the Slave One in Mandalorian, I was like screaming. I was like, it's gonna do it, it's gonna do the noise. And Ben was like, what? Anyway, without his enormous girlfriend, Zahir would have got it handed to him by Tomrak. So I'm gonna give Tomrak an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Is that maybe a bit of favoritism? Yeah, it's my video. You're gonna stop me? You're gonna crawl in this screen and make me rate him lower? Don't. I have nightmares about that now, don't do that. But I am right. He's the winner, and he's very good. Of all the dads in Legend of Korra, the hottest dad, undeniably, as proven by science, by my research system, my scientific ranking system, is Tomrak. He's the hottest dad. And he's the one, lucky duck, that gets to be my forever boyfriend. As well as my real actual boyfriend. But I think he would agree that Tomrak is the highest anyway. I should probably have asked him. Yeah, if you liked the video, help a growing boy, leave me a like and a comment. If you don't know what to comment, just leave me a little beer emoji and watch Legend of Korra, okay? And if I've held you here just talking about hot characters, like that's far from what it's all about. It is a very, very good piece of television, an astounding piece of animation, and I highly recommend that you watch it. And also, you know, the dads in it are hot and massive. Okay, bye.